Aloha, my name is Christina and welcome to day 4 of my Summer Circuit Pilates Series. Today's ab exercise will be this single leg kick into a series, what we've done before, laying on our back. Today's glute exercise will be an all fours hydrant, so kind of back of the glutes and also side of the glutes. And then today's arm exercise will be a side plank. I'll be giving a few modifications if you need any adjustments for your neck or your wrists. So come on down and let's get started. First exercise will be laying on our back. If you need to leave the head down during this particular series, totally fine, save the neck. But if you can, hands are gonna go behind the head, you're curled up. So this one, we're swinging one leg up. As we do that, we're gonna start to twist. So what we're gonna do is we'll do one leg, we'll do the right leg for the first round, we'll do the left leg for the second round, and then for the third round, we'll kind of split half and half between the two. Our all fours position. So coming to our all fours position, hands are always gonna be under the shoulders and knees under the hips. And then just gonna slice, I guess, open the leg out to the side. So this one, kind of the same idea. One leg for the first round, other leg for the second round, and then we'll kind of alternate between the two. If you need to come all the way down to the elbows to save the wrists, that is perfectly fine. Most important thing about this one is you want to keep your back pretty flat and pretty stationary. You don't want to move your spine at all. All right, last one. So a couple modifications for this one. Ideally, I want to stay on the elbow today. So ideally, my right elbow is down, my right foot is forward, and then we're holding this long plank position. So hand can be here on the flat, on the mat if you need, on the hip, or kind of up to the ceiling or up to the sky. So we're gonna just hold. So we're working on the lat, the shoulder, and also the oblique. If you need a modification, you can do knees down. So this is also like a great modification if you have any shoulder issues or if your arm, it just isn't quite as strong. So we'll do first round, one side, second round, other side. And then the third round, I guess with all of them, we'll have to be alternating kind of different sides. All right, let's get started. Coming all the way down to the back. Hands behind the head, head is up if you can. Start to reach the right leg out. So keeping this left leg really still, keep this right leg really straight. Set my timer here. I gotta find my watch. Good. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. Start to swing the leg up, and you're gonna twist at the same time. So elbows are wide. Think about rotating towards the leg. So then if you're down, maybe you're just kicking. The sun is like in my eyeballs. Good. Awesome. So we always want to keep the elbows open, twist from the ribs. This was really hard to do for 45 seconds. Good. So keeping the low abs pulled in. Try to keep that right leg pretty straight. Awesome. We've got like 10 more seconds. Keep going. Elbows are open. Twist and look more out. Good. Ooh, I think I kicked something. And then go ahead and relax. Beautiful. Come all the way up to an all fours position. Filming outside, lots of different personalities passing by. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You know what? We're gonna do it. All right, open the leg out. So, doesn't matter what leg you wanna start with, just make sure you alternate the leg. So somehow we started with the left leg on this side. Okay, so things to think about. Abs are pulled in, obliques are working. You wanna keep your pelvis super still. I found myself cheating and leaning over to the side, so you want to stay pretty centered. So then you're really using the glute to lift the leg versus sort of cheating and leaning over. So isolating that left glute to open it like 10 seconds. So your back is flat, your abs are zipped in, your spine is tall. Keep going. I'm getting pelted by these little thingies, and then relax. Okay, good. Take a little moment. All right, so I'm gonna start with the right elbow down. If you need to bend the knees and plant the shins down, totally fine. If you can, right foot forward, left foot back, and you're gonna press up into a hold. Good. So sometimes I feel like the hold is harder because we're not focused on the movement, we're just focused on what muscles we're using. So we're corseting, we're wrapping the waistline, you're pulling up through the bottom rib cage, oblique, and lat, and you're opening the chest and you're looking forward. Try not to sink into the shoulder, really push away from the floor. And then if you want, you can reach the top hand up to the ceiling or to the sky. Good, keep breathing. Think tall and long through the spine. Find the inner thighs, find the glutes, 10 seconds. Oh my goodness, this is hard. Good, almost there. And then relax, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna flip around this direction. You know what, there's a lot of birds here today. I'm also in their territory, so as long as I don't get pooped on, I think I'll be okay. Hands behind the head, right leg tabletop. Left leg goes up pretty low. Here we go, kick and twist. So things to think about, keep that left leg super straight. Keep that right leg really still. I love Hawaii. I love filming outside. I love the beautiful views, but you know what? We end up with a lot of birds all over the place. And they're sort of chatting with each other. All right, 15 seconds. Elbows are open. Rotate right rib cage across that left hip. So use the hands to support the weight of the head. Last one. Oh gosh, and then relax. Okay, come all the way up. Come to an off-force position. I guess I'll face this way. Oh, there's a few different birds here. All right, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Abs are zipped in. Keep your pelvis still as you open that right leg out. So sometimes I think about sort of like a double chin. So the back of the neck is long, and we're not kind of like arching the back of the neck at all. So you want to find the abs, keep the pelvis super still. Squeeze that right glute as you open it out. Again, with some of these, try not to go fast. I would say like smooth and steady. I mean, because we're doing this for time, so if you go fast, you end up doing a lot. Good. You have 10 seconds. So, chest is open, shoulders are down the back. Even here, start to find your lats. Oh my goodness. Last one. And then relax. Okay. Take a moment, shake it out. Here we go. Coming down to that left elbow. You can keep the knees and the shins down if you need. If you can, though, you're going to extend that left leg out, or both legs out. Okay, press down and then lift up. So left elbow down, left foot forward. So think about using that left lat. I just got pelted with a leaf. Ribs, obliques, and then reach that right arm up to the sky if you can. So think about that corset wrapping around the waistline. Zip up through the front of the abs. Maybe even squeeze the legs together. Find the inner thighs. Good. Engage that left lat. Keep lengthening through the spine. Good, you're more than halfway. Awesome. Almost there, last 10 seconds. Try to stay open, tall, long. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Okay, so let's do about like 22, 23 seconds each, especially for this one because we don't have to switch positions. So hands behind the head. We'll start with the right leg out pretty low. Good, start to kick and twist that right leg. Awesome. So keeping that left leg really still. Try to keep the elbows wide. Zipping up through the abs. And then you're just trying hard not to pull on the neck. So the hands are always here to support. Good, let's do one more. And then switch sides. So sometimes I see people pulling the elbow across. I really think about pulling the rib cage across. Abs are zipped. Almost there. Oh my goodness, my abs are dying. You got it. Good, and then relax, beautiful. Come all the way up to an all-fours position. So we'll do about like 22 seconds each leg. Maybe a little more awkward and harder to switch sides or alternate. All right, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and start to open one leg out to the side. So spine is long, pelvis is still. Think about really lengthening. Good. Think about bringing the shoulder blades down the back. Good, let's do one more, and then switch legs right away. So open and close. Oh my goodness, I did a bunch of inner thigh exercises yesterday and they are dying. Good. 10 seconds. Good. So stabilizing with the right glute, using that left glute to lift and open. Good, almost there. Let's do one more. And then relax. Beautiful. Okay, last thing, we're gonna do our side plank. I'm gonna start with the right elbow down first. Legs are straight. So we'll do probably about like 20-second hold, and then we'll kind of swivel around and then do the other side. Okay, press up into your side plank. Can we reach that top arm up to the sky or the ceiling right away? So take a moment, find that right armpit and lat, lengthen, zip. So try not to sink into the shoulder or the rib cage. Really pull up through that bottom rib cage and oblique. So you're using your obliques just as much as you're using that right lat. And then relax, swivel the legs over to the other side. Left elbow down, press all the way up. Last 20 seconds. So things to think about: shoulder away from the ear, pull up through that bottom rib cage and lat, zip up through the abs, lengthen through the spine. Good. 5 seconds. I love this switching back and forth. It feels a little less terrible. And then relax. Beautiful. Take a little moment, shake it out, and you are all set. If you're looking for maybe a longer workout or a stretch series, click on the links below. It'll take you to any of the videos that can, supplement this if you have a little bit more time. Maybe you want to do another ab series or maybe another standing series. Also, you can filter out any sort of workouts to figure out whatever props that you have while you travel, or maybe body part focus, or maybe you want to do like a full length 30, 45, or even 60-minute workout. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.